to So You Think You Can Dance. Tonight, our top 7 couples are competing and we're taking them on a trip down memory lane to find out what they were like as kids. Time to meet Karen and Kevin.
Growing up in Venezuela, as a child, I was extremely quiet. I was the child that never did anything wrong. I would just sit there, and whatever I was told, I did. One of the most memorable dance performances that I had was when I first moved to New York. I was performing at the Martha Graham Dance School. And the difficult part about that was, dance teachers trying to explain to me what a tendu was or a dégagé, and I would just stand there and I'm like, I have no clue what they were talking about. I just sat back and watched, and that's how I learned the language of dance.
I'm the oldest out of 6. Whenever my dad wasn't there, I was always the man of the house. No matter what age I was always in charge of my mom. Nobody could have looked at my family wrong. I just owned that. I actually started dancing at age 17. I'm a late bloomer. But one of my most memorable dance experiences were performing a tribute to Michael Jackson after he died. It was amazing. We just felt like his spirit was there. I just broke down. I just totally let go, and I really thought that I was Michael Jackson at that time.
This week, the couple will be paired with Broadway choreographer Spencer Liff.
This routine is from a Broadway show called Sweet Charity. In this, the guy is playing someone who's just been given some bad news.
I'm pretty much the optimistic girlfriend, and I'm trying to cheer him up and just tell him that everything's gonna be okay.
You gotta cheer up, man. We're still here.
Broadway looks easy on stage.
Like jazz hands, kick, that character grabbing the hat, dun, dun, dun.
And then I see all the things that I have to do, and I'm like, oh my God.
I think they were really shocked by how difficult this was.
It was just turn, boom, up, 1, 2, ding, 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 jump, lift, boom, kick, turn, 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 big jump. Wow. I'm a hip-hop dancer.
I know.
At times, I was just standing up there. I was just in awe, like, what's going on?
I truly thought that this routine was gonna be a cakewalk. I was wrong.
I'm really down, because I can't get the steps, can't get the technique, so she's gonna do a lot of cheering up.
This one ought to put a smile on your face, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Karen and Kevin.
If they could see me now, that little gang of mine, I'm eating fancy chow and drinking fancy wine. I'd like those stumble bums to see for a fact the kind of top drawer first-rate chums I attract. All I can say is wow, we look at where I am. Tonight I landed, pow, right in a pot of jam. What a setup, holy cow. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now. They'd never believe it. They'd never believe it. They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now. Hey girls, look, it's me, Charity.
I remember Shirley MacLaine doing that number in the movie, and she was phenomenal. One of my favourites. Okay, Nigel, I'm going to come to you first.
Well, first I'd like to congratulate Spencer, a new choreographer to our So You Think You Can Dance family.
Welcome, Spencer.
Well done, Spencer. Certainly was Broadway choreography. That style requires so much humour in your performance. You can hear it in the orchestration. You can hear it, and that's Christina Applegate singing it, isn't it? The beautiful Christina Applegate got the humour in the voice. And Broadway style of choreography requires you to add so much personality on the top. If I start with you, Karen, and say, this is probably the first time you've been asked to dance without being sexual, without smouldering. You had to be a cute little character here. And I think that's possibly why I didn't enjoy your performance tonight as much as I usually do. And I didn't, because I didn't think that you brought the amount of humor to your work as you should have done. Kevin, she brought more than you did to it, because Kevin, especially with a hip-hop background where there's so much humor in street, in locking and everything else, there's an awful lot of humor. It needed that to be brought into this part. And I thought the pair of you in this routine didn't have the chemistry, not only for each other, but for the music and the characters that you were being asked to portray. I'm sorry, it's a disappointment to me this week.
Okay, Mary?
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm sorry, you guys. It needed to be so much more. The whole thing seemed nice and fairly safe, but it didn't really get into it. Yeah, I have to agree, Karen, you fared better in this than Kevin. But Kevin, your shoulders are up so high in so many places throughout the entire routine. You were just awkward. Like, you would hit the big moments, but it's all the in-between transitions that didn't really seem to work, that, you know, you weren't really connecting. So I'm afraid it was a disappointed, moment in time for me, but you've had some spectacular moments on this show, the both of you. This is just a bump in the road right now tonight, but I hope you learn from it and grow.
Adam?
Spencer, great combination of staccato movement matched with lyrical and smooth movement in there. Do you know what I mean? Because it really challenged the dancers. Did it challenge them a little too much? Possibly. Kevin, this is amazing for you to watch you be able to even get through that. I mean, you are a hip-hop dancer. Karen, yeah, you did fare a little bit better in there, but you're equipped to fare better in there. But I, for one, liked watching you not having to pull the tigress out every time. I think that was kind of cool. Yes, a bump, but I thought all in all, I think good for the show. So
Absolutely. Can we also just take a look at his sparkly shoes? Because he has very sparkly shoes on. And if his friends could see him now, I think they might take the mickey out of you slightly.
Definitely.
Definitely. They're very sparkly. I wouldn't be ashamed of that. Remember, only the bottom 3 couples will be in danger of being sent home in tomorrow's result show. If you want these 2 to be safe, you've got to vote. The number for Karen and Kevin is 1-888-TEMPO-02. That's 1-888-836-7602. Thank you, guys. Valiant effort. They love you, Kevin. Sparkly shoes and all. Thank you. Let's hear it for them. It's time to take a